Today's drama, reflection. Today's drama, reflection of death.
Who are you? What are you? Don't come in the closet, don't. I called for help,
How could a healthy man die? You shut up, or else we wouldn't lie to you. It's true. That's what the doctor told us. You really think that's true? I don't believe it. Now tell me how he really died.
Why would a murderer take a chance with a 22 when he could use a long gun? Beginning to smell awful fishy. Before we do anything else, Margot, I think you better get down to headquarters and check on this police record. Beginning to smell awful fishy. You know who the killer is now? We will in a few minutes. We found the killer's fingerprints. As soon as we confirm the analysis of the prints, we'll have our man.
Everybody knows it, Bobby's get to say it, 'cause they know what's going down. Everybody knows it, Bobby's get to say it, 'cause they know what's going down. Everybody sees it, Bobby try to hide it, 'cause they know what's going down. Everybody knows it, Bobby's get to say it, 'cause they know what's going down.
Now I know the whole story. You must understand, Inspector. I did not kill that man.
I don't believe it.
Listen, buddy, we're not going anywhere. We will return to the Jackass in just a moment. Now, back to the
Get up again, let me begin. I came to win, battle me, that's a sin. I won't give a slack up, I'll get out of back up. Try and play a role and you're the whole crew will act up. Get up, stand up, come up, throw your hands up. If you got the feeling, jump up, touch the ceiling. Monsters will come from someone's fucking joke. Now I'll bust them in the eye, and then I'll take the punks out. Feeling funky, amps in the trunk, and I got more rhymes in this cops out of dope. Donut shop, sure enough, I sisters, my mama, my pops. I came to get down, I came to get down. So get out your seat, jump around.
Jump, everybody jump, back out now, back moving, back grooving now. La 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 la
I'll serve your ass like John McEnroe. If your girl steps up, I'm smacking the hoe. Word to your moms, I came to drop bombs. I got more rhymes and the Bible's got songs. And just like the prodigal son, I've returned. Anyone stepping on me, you'll get burned. Cause I got lyrics, but you ain't got none. If you come to battle, bring a shotgun. But if you do, you're a fool, cause I'm doomed to the death. Trying to step to me, you think it has breath. I got the skill, come get your bill. Cause when I shoot the pimp, I shoot the kill. I came to get down, I came to get down. So get out your seat and jump around.
jumping, back out now, back moving, back grooving now.
Listen to the sound that bounce, I jump around. I'm no clown, I get down to the funk. Listen to the rhythm, step to the rear, yeah, cause I'm here. The B to the E to the T, rockin', the front to the stockings, a hundred for locking. Chillin' with the house of pain, blood stains the ground, I jump around. I'm the cream of the crop, I rise to the top. I never need a pig, cause a pig is a cop. Or better yet, a tornado, like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Trying to play me out like this if my name was Slager. But I ain't going out like no punk bitch. Get used to one style of yo, and I might switch it up and around. Then bump up, get out without your head, man. You wake up in the dawn of the day. I'm coming to get ya, I'm coming to get ya. Spitting out lyrics, hold me out with ya. I came to get down, I came to get down. So get out your seat, jump around. Jump around, jump up and get down. Jump around, jump around, jump up and get down. Jump up and get down.
All right, I'm awake now. What's going on, everyone? Yeah, that's a lot of postcards. Ooh. It's a good thing my mailers came. This would have never got me through it. A lot of postcards. What's going on, chat? Glenn Miller, limited edition, volume 2, RCA. You sold it last week. Did I sell it last week? No, I don't think I sold it last week. There's a Glenn Goes Digital. That's like 1995. Oh, that's a good score. Sci-fi paperbacks can do good even in lots. You lot it up by author, you'll do fine. All right. What's going on with this? It's playing drum and bass now. Stop it. All right. Before I do postcards, I'm going to do the thing that I don't want to do, so that my life will be easier tomorrow in theory. What's this of? It's getting a brooch pinned on or something. All right. I'm going to put it on screen so you can see it because it's already kind of wrapped up. I bought this lamp. Gonna sort of give it away. What I'm gonna pack. Although you can probably see the shade behind me. Bought it from an antique store that was closing down shortly after I moved into town. It's been up for a long time, and I didn't pay a lot for it. I think I paid $20. But it is a Murano, I believe. It is a Murano design at least. Yes, Murano made lamps. It's really nice. I mean, my picture obviously could be better, but kind of hard to take a picture of something that big. Yeah. Nice green swirl. Very nice. A little bit of tarnish. I mean, this has been in my store for a long time. And it's been wrapped up in bubble wrap up in my bedroom closet for the entire time. It finally sold for $141.34, and I'm hoping I can get away with not being an arm and a leg to ship. This thing is a thing that's going to be the pain in the butt. But my plan on this is going to be just fine. This is going to work great. It's already double walled, so a little bit more. I'm doing this one now so I don't have to think all night about how I'm going to do it tomorrow. Going a little bit deeper. That's what she said. Let's just use as much junk from down here as I can. This is a great chance to use up my abyss of void fill. Oh, by the way, I threw in a new emoji for channel members. Hopefully you like it. According to YouTube, if I get 3 more channel members, I get 2 more emojis. So that's exciting. That's not going anywhere. All right. Phase 2. All right about there. This is fine. Or I want to save it for this thing. Can I do both? This is one of those things that I would never buy nowadays. I feel like that's just as effective. That is what we're going to do. First, remember this guy? We're going to use him again. He thought he had survived the great eBay tape test. He was wrong. The problem with this is that I used quoted chipping. I should have definitely not used quoted shipping on this one. Because it's going to New York. On the bright side, I'm still making more than I paid for it. And a thing that I've had for a really long time is out of the freaking store. Oh, that looks good and janky. I feel like what it needs is much better. Let me catch up to the chat. Stop looking at me. $25-minute lamp. Yeah. Totally. But I'd rather do it now than in the morning. Buster, not right now. I'm just hoping I don't lose money on this thing. Because I have no idea where I came up with my shipping amount. Hey, I'm busy. All right. Box 1, 9 pounds. $27, 13. Wow, much smaller than I thought it was. That's good. Okay, come here. Be right back. Pretty sure thanks to UPS, I've got the perfect box for this. Oh, it's so close. It's such the most annoying dimension. We'll just jam it in. That'll work. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm happy that all this shit is leaving my store. Because of the stuff I would never deal with nowadays. But it's like it's already paid for. And I already put the work in to list it and store it this long, so there we go. Let's get that out of here. Nice. That's only 3 pounds. Packed. Let's check that. 3 pounds. I get nailed on oversized though. $16, $14, $20. Oh, yep. Well, it is what it is. Ended up paying about double what I put in for shipping. But still, my net is just fine. I'll make $100. So, end of the day, still a win. And on the plus side, I'll get to go pick up free boxes from the UPS store. All right, now to do the easy stuff. Now that we're out of the way on that. How's everyone doing? Pack your dish. Whatever. Probably would have been cheaper. I don't think I could get it into my car if I put both boxes together. And I didn't add a, yeah, that's true. I didn't add a 1 at the end. Magic 1. Holy crap, there's 22 in here. And 23 if we count Buster. Let's see. Oh yeah, I'm not. Listen, the moral of the story is don't do what Donnie Don't does, and learn how to quote it shipping. That was a quote it shipping fail. 1, forgot to add the 1. 2, don't know whatever. Didn't plan on boxes. Well, maybe I did plan 3 years ago, but honestly, I haven't thought about that damn lamp for a long time. I had to think about where it was. Like, it never even went into storage in the basement. Oh, he's being very sweet. Yeah, 3 years is a long time. That lamp, let's see, that was April of 2019. So almost 3 years. It was the same place I did my first big record buy. They were going out of business. I got a ton of stuff from that. I definitely made money overall. And I thought that lamp was fire 3 years ago. How far have we come? Dear one. Yep. To that, I give 6 Poop Smiths. Christ, I need a haircut. I need a haircut, Buster. How were everybody's sales this weekend? Were they? I know Justin sold like $1,000 or some insane number. I actually almost had $1,000 day yesterday, which is nice. This one, all right, this guy. Yeah, yesterday was kind of nutty. Also had a really productive listing weekend. I'll update the board tomorrow. Wow. Did Lobster make it to Lobster? If you're still in here, did you make it to 500 the other night? I see you guys were up a long time after I was out. Oh, that is hit. Oh, thank you, Justin. Starbucks for the poop drive. 501, baby. Nice. 38 for 22.60. Nice. Yeah, Tommy, if that inventory hookup you've got right now is a dream. Like, that's the kind of hookup everybody wants to have. I mean, I would pivot my category if I had that hookup. Like, right? I did do that during the pandemic when I had the guy who was basically selling me video games. $5-1 at midnight. Yeah. Have you gotten some sales out of that, Lobster? This one's still waiting on payment. Oh yeah, right. Like, that's the thing. That's like, if I were in your shoes, Tommy, and this is just me, like, I wouldn't expect another human being to do this. I would be like, just working as many waking hours as I possibly could, just banking as much as I could until the gravy train ran out. And if it looks like it's not going to run out, then I would slow down. But I kind of understand your thoughts on the whole thing too. Like, I wouldn't expect, like I said, another human being to operate the way I do. Yeah, I mean, but I mean, when you're posting days like the ones you're posting, like, I don't know, when it flows like that, for me, that is like way more motivation. That for me, that is not like, that is like, all right, time to double up on the Adderall prescription. It's time to go, baby. Like, but I also understand how the flip side of that mentality works, right? Like, when it comes so easy, why work hard? Because you're gonna cover yourself, no problem. That you can put in the minimum and you're still getting out, your hourly rate is incredible. Like, when you're operating in that level, like I had towards the end, before my company got bought out, I sort of had that set up on the sales side. Like, I really did not have to try very hard, and I would blow out my quota and beat pretty much every other salesperson because I had set up all the connections over the 5 or 6 years that I was there. That all pretty much dried up, though, when our company got bought out and our support went to shit and our customers went away. And I guess, same sort of thing like that, can happen anytime. So you got to get while the getting's good. Yeah, fill the space, power through, yeah. I'll sleep. You can always sleep when you're dead. But it's it's a lot more fun when you're listing good shit, right? Like, even this this collection that I just bought out, like, I'm almost done. I've listed over, I think in the last week, I might be over 600 postcards I've listed in the last week. And I've sold, I'm sold them for $100, $50, $40, tons for 20. And when it's rolling in like that, it makes it so much easier to be motivated and, wake up early and start listing, and versus when you're, dealing with the death pile, right? When you're dealing with the death pile, it's very demotivating. But when you're getting that immediate sort of reward where you're not having to, the stuff that you're listing is selling later in the day or later in the week, then you're like, yeah, I need to get the stuff up here, make some money. Yeah, I bet. I'm sure. How I'm just curious, how stable do you think that inventory source is? Like, do you think it's something you could have 2 years from now, 3 years from now, or is it like, who knows? Do you think it's like long-term sustainable? And also, do you think you'll burn out doing it? And what happens if it dries up? What's your plan B? Do you just go back? Okay. Yeah, but what was he doing with this shit the other 11 years before you found him? Got it. Okay. Well, that makes sense. Yeah, it's crazy how quickly something like that can turn around when you get hooked up with the right shit. Like, if I ended up getting back into video games, I would do it way different. One, I would never own a JFJ Easy Pro again. I would focus as much as possible on cartridge games. I would just lot up anything that was for repair. Or I'd get one of those like fancy Lonnie disc fixers. And it's not like I'm opposed to video games at this point. I just don't want to repair discs ever again. I hated it. It took so long. I hated it. He is selling like basically like running shoes and high-end athletic shoes. So, but the question is, Tommy, what if you get up to like 30 a day, right? Like, what does that look like for you if you're able to do 30 in the time you do 20? And like for me, I'm, I list a ton now. I work a ton now, but that's not that's not like my plan forever. Like for me, I could stop listing today and, probably maintain, average of like $300 of sales every day, and day in, day out, with like just doing like basic maintenance on my store. I want to get that up to where that number is more like $600 or $700 a day without listing for 6 or 7 months, day in, day out, without doing anything but maintain my store. And it's moving towards that. It's getting there. But, we were talking like you get to a certain number where your sales are, getting close to, you're at that point where your sales are matching your what you're inputting. But if you stop, then the sales stop, right? Like that's the thing that I don't want for me. Oh yeah, 20 a day, 40 a month. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. $30 a daily a cokehead. All right, fair enough. There are worse things. At least you'll be able to afford it. I mean, the thing that is not appealing to me about daily refinement is that they basically, daily refinement, to be successful, you turn yourself into a robot that does the exact same thing every single day. And you're basically like, you follow the same path, you make the same movements, you do everything exactly the same way every day, day in, day out, exactly the same, nothing changes, all the same. That sounds like hell to me. Right? That's fucking Groundhog Day. Like, I don't want to live in Groundhog Day. Although, I bet Ned Nederlander is a really nice guy. Or Ned Ryerson. I'm sorry. Ned Nederlander. That's Saturday Night Live. I meant Ned Ryerson. Also known as Werner Brandis, if you're a sneakers fan. Hello, my name is Werner Brandis. My voice is my passport. Verify me. You've seen it. What the hell? Poster Allegheny Park, Pennsylvania. All right. There it is. Yeah, he's you can hear him talk about it. He wants hard goods. He wants to do hard goods. he's gonna be selling iPhones. Or silver bars. Yeah. I mean, if 20 pairs a day, and that's like, however many hours it takes you, and in 3 months, it takes you 3/4 of that amount of time, as long as the source is consistent, I mean, fuck yeah. Like, why not? Like I said, if I had a source like that, I'd probably pivot out of what I'm doing. Or at least augment. I'm more a fan of, I like how James Redoption Agency describes it as, he's got his like foundational inventory, and then he can, that's his bread and butter, and then he can layer in after that his premium items. And that he sort of vocalized the way that I sort of look at it and have been planning for it. I'm still very much focused on my foundational inventory at this point. I still sprinkle in occasional premium stuff, but I'm trying to get to the point where it's consistent daily sales that have moved up and to the right to the point where I want it. And it's been working. I mean, I'm at this point, you know, about double where I was a year ago. And last year I was, you know, this time I was about double where I was the year before that. So where is this thing? There it is. I just need to double it again, and then I'm probably be good. Another year of this, and then start going after some like bigger, higher end buys. Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. He's been listing a. He had. I mean, I commented on one of his videos. I'm like, you know, the reason why, you know, have you thought about just changing up what you're listing? Like, you have a ton of good stuff. Start alternating. You know, do a week of your foundational stuff, and then go to a week of your better stuff. Right? You're sitting on a gold mine in those storage units. Like, the stuff you keep showing is like fucking amazing. Sell it. Like. But yeah, he's basically like, I have to list what's in front of me right now and to get to that stuff, which also makes sense. But you know, I've seen the records in his store, and like just as far as the records are concerned, it's stuff I would never list because you're going to sit on it forever. There's records that you're not going to get people to buy for $2, $3, $4, right? I don't care how efficient you are. You're better off making a junk vinyl lot and blowing it out. And probably maybe not make quite as much money, but definitely a lot less time. Yeah, I mean, his methods are fine. His methods are fine if you are applying it to the right stuff, right? Like, there's no step of. He treats a $20 record the same way he treats a $3 record. It goes through the same process. It still gets listed, and you know, or a $5 record, whatever. But once you get down to that $5 record area, there's either so much competition that you're probably not going to sell it because there's going to be a guy who's going to sell it for $2 or $3. If you like, I mean, I mean, if we look at like a Johnny Mathis LP, just Johnny Mathis, here we go. LP, over 6,700. I hate that they did this, by the way. 6,700 active listing for Johnny Mathis records. All right. And the solds, 725. Less than a 10% sell-through rate, right? What's the highest priced one to sell? Highest price, let's see here. Johnny Mathis, a whole lot of Johnny Mathis. Congratulations. And then like a bunch of Mad Men. Now let's go lowest. All right. $4. $4. How many pages of $4? Which is basically like $1 record plus shipping. Here's $5, $6. So at least 200 of those were still in $6. $7. $7 shipped. All right. $7 shipped, $7 shipped. 400 of the 700 are under $8 shipped. Why would you ever list a Johnny Mathis record? Yeah, he's a listed. Yeah, I mean, sure. But after fees and everything, right? He's making he's you know, on that kind of stuff, he's making about $1. All right. For me, I take it out of the sleeve, I put it in a pile with 99 other ones, and after fees and everything, I'm making about 33 cents. But it takes me a 1/100th of the time to do the work. Not 100th, but a small fraction, right? And I mean, don't get me wrong. I like his channel. I like the way he thinks. I think the way that he is analytical about the way that eBay works, but is great. And I've learned a lot from it. But I think I've watched enough now to like be able to sort of analyze what I think is not working. And I think that, you know, he's got a lot of inventory. He's paid for all of it. And I get that. That's a good place to be in. And if you don't care that you're going to wait 2 years to make that $1, fine. Not something I want to do. Not with vinyl, anyways. A postcard, I'll make twice as much most of the time, and it probably takes, again, a fraction of the time to get it up. Oh boy. Ramirez Baker Vum today. What's Vum today? I'm more of a Vastec guy. Sorry. You go hang out with the bar tech. You know, there's there is also something to unclogging the system. You know, when you've got a bunch of good stuff and you've got to get through the crap to get to the good stuff. Sometimes it's better to just chuck the good stuff or the bad stuff, get to the good stuff. You can always find bad stuff later. Yeah, I I'm not. I just want to be clear that I'm not trying to talk shit. I just, because I do like his channel. But yeah, I think that's probably the best way to put it is I think his system is clogged. Right? Like we've talked about this on Gringos. How I can't 10 times. I think we talked about it last week. Like, Lobster's, been in the process of unclogging his system for like 2 years, or at least a year. But when you do that, you get a little bit more streamlined, you get a little bit more efficient, and things start moving better. So, I mean, I've been in a state of unclogging for 3 years. Yeah, that too. But I mean, at the same time, it's a number. At the end of the day, it's a numbers game, right? If you sell one hat for $10 for every 10 hats that you put up, and every hat costs you 25 cents, you're making $7.50. It's, I mean, that's just an example, but I'm sure his numbers he knows his numbers. There is something to the volume game. I know the thing for me though is with postcards and collectibles, it's if I list 100 postcards today, I know it's going to take 2 years for those to sell, but I'm pretty confident over that course of those 2 years, I'll have 90% sell through, which is, I mean, as it is, it's probably closer to 75% over a year. I feel like, because I sold probably 5,000 cards last year and I listed 10, so 50% through a year. And I'm sure there's diminishing returns after that. Yeah, I'm. The difference is though, I don't need, or I shouldn't say I don't need. For me, if dropping my price I can't force a sale on this stuff, right? It's got to find the right buyer. You know, if you've got a St. Louis Cardinals hat, you know, you've got a large market for that. And if you drop your price below everybody else, you're going to have somebody who runs across it and picks it up. Like you can totally force, I say force a sale, but you're attracting a sale. Say, I can run a 50% off sale on, whatever, postcards, and run that sale for a year. And that doesn't mean I'm going to sell out of postcards. But I guarantee you that if he did a 50% off sales on Cardinals hats, he's probably going to sell out of Cardinals hats. Oh, this is another hit postcard item. All right, I'm down to 25 to go. That's not too bad. Yeah, I mean, I sold a hat the other day for $13.95. I actually think when I started watching his channel, I just lowered all of my hats to $13.95. And I mean, I've sold some. I sell one every now and then. I don't pick them up very often. I only pick them up if they're somewhat unusual. I find a lot of military or Navy hats here, and those do pretty well. So I'll pick those up from time to time when I see them. All right. Let's pack up some of the low-hanging fruit. 9:30, not so bad. Yeah, that is crazy. The the grungy hat thing. I mean, do you think I could sell this one on Whatnot? It's got some pretty nasty staining. All right. All right, let's do some of this stuff. Yeah. GameCube Wave Race sold for some money. I forget how much. Let me tell you. Sold for $11, I think. $11.66. This is from the I bought it a lot on Mercari. Although I will say this, quoted shipping worked out for me on this one because I quoted $6 and it came out $4. Yeah. Yeah, I 100% guarantee that. I mean, dude, everyone was like Mercari a year and a half ago, and then everyone was like posh. And honestly, like, I don't really see those as viable or sustainable. Like they're flashes in the pan. They'll either merge with someone, get bought out by someone. I agree. 100%. I mean, I'm on Mercari and Etsy. If I spent more time cross-listing on Etsy, I'd probably do better. But honestly, it was good during Christmas. I definitely got good sales over the Christmas time, but I don't need to have it the rest of the year. Harry Potter Quidditch, also for the GameCubes. This one sold for about the same price, I think, $10.50. I think I got this one at Goodwill. Which, not that it's a great game, but I felt obligated to buy a good a GameCube game when I see it at Goodwill. It's like the Great White Buffalo. Comes along only once every 100 years. At least where I live. Osborne knows how. Hey, I could pack a lamp if I had the right stuff. Also, I don't want to pack lamps anymore. I've how many lamps have I packed in the last couple of months? At least 2. I packed that Underwriters Laboratory desk lamp. That one was pretty easy though. Do I have any? I only have one other lamp in stock right here, and it's this one. This little baseball one that I ended up sealing for my table. All right, we got jeans. came from Buyout. They sold for $16.16. Who'd have thunk? Plus $8.95 shipping. $8.95 quote it shipping. Oh no, it definitely wouldn't. I know I should have done $8.91. Yeah, I could have probably just put that in a regular flat rate envelope. No, I didn't. Whatever, it's fine. I'll break even on the shipping, I guess, after fees and all that crap. I mean, but would, you know... It's all about the little things. All right, what else we got here? I'm probably just going to do a couple more. Few. How many more we got going out? 21. All right, we're getting down to the realm of doable tomorrow. I mean, it's still doable tomorrow. A lot of smalls. Maybe we'll do this one. Actually, I'll just do this right now. These are chin straps for an afro. We're going to be sending these out to Justin's mom. Where'd they go? They're actually these chin straps for hard hats, I think. Elastic chin strap for hard hats. Yep. Open pack. There's 2 missing. $22.45 plus the shipping. She'll be... Yeah, but I don't want to even deal with big stuff, really. It's also, there's the closest antique store to me is 30 minutes away, one way. So basically, like, I've got to make for my time every time that I drive there. Oh, that's not what I want. Just that it has to be $100. Because at this point where I'm at, you know, I'm pretty much listing at $100 an hour or better. You know, that ebbs and flows a little bit depending on what I've got, but yeah, I very much like stuff that fits in one hand. Ah, crap. All right. That's the end of the roll. Got my first roll of free UPS labels. How did it take me that so long to get on that bandwagon? Oh, it's so nice. Yeah, I mean, $100 every time I go to the antique booth, just in my drive time, right? There's all kinds of other opportunity costs that I don't get. This is a rodeo belt buckle. I didn't have to go anywhere to get it. I didn't have to go anywhere to sell it. Came in a lot, sold on its own. Took 1 year, sold for $54.95 plus shipping. But yeah, fits in one hand. Probably cost me $2. But stuff like this I can scale. Easy scale. Yeah. I mean, even putting a Tiffany lamp in a booth is a liability, right? Like, have you've seen antique booths? You see what like fucking animals people are coming through an antique booth? Yeah, that's sold. Sold one of these. You guys know what that is? Because I know you all watch Kevin. I've got 6 of those. They're all new old stock. I basically found a full Tupperware party still in the box and an estate sale. And been selling it off ever since. This was, I think, on sale. Theoretically, I could probably just throw it in a bubble liner, but because it's new old stock, I am not doing that. Nice, perfect. Oh, well, there's why. I used quoted shipping on this one. That's why they've been slow movers. Quoted shipping for $10. Unit price was $12.71. So I should probably go and revise that listing because I have 5 more of these. Although I think I put all of my most of my profit on this in the shipping because I've got high advertising percentage on it, promoted listing on it. It's easy, that's easy, that's easy. Most of this stuff is super easy tomorrow. Got one small shipping challenge. Got a 78. Do I have a box for it? Yep, I have 1 left and I have more coming. All right, I'm going to just get these 2 postcards. They didn't make it into the what sold for today, but here I'll show them to you guys. I don't know why they didn't show up when I was searching my solds for postcards, but it is what it is. I guess I could just put them in my next one. But these both came from the collection that I just picked up. Oh, and this guy messaged me. There are actually two kind of cool ones, I think. At least from a money's standpoint. All right, so this is the first graduating class of the Oklahoma, what is it here? Northwestern Territorial Normal School in Oklahoma, 1912. And the buyer actually asked me, like, how do you know this is Alva, or that school? And I'm like, well, I did my homework. The message says, "Dear sister and all, blah, blah, blah. This is our graduating class. Can you find me? I wear my hair pom-pom or pompadour style now. You will receive an announcement soon, right when you can." Well, in 1913, there was only one college in Alva, Oklahoma, and that was the Northwest Territorial School. This was sent in May, which means they were graduating in about 2 months. And it being 1913, what are the odds that little Miss Maddie Hughesley here left school 3 months from graduation to mail a postcard to her family, came to Alva, Oklahoma, another random college school from a different college school or college town, just to send a postcard to her family? Not very, very much. So deductive reasoning, take the clues. This is the graduating class from Alva, Oklahoma. And this one sold for $55. It sold to a guy who collects this college. His parents went to this school. They started 2 years after this class graduated. So always cool when stuff finds the right home. And then this is Mount Whitney, California. And this one sold for $45 because of the photographer. And not only because of the photographer, but because the photographer was somewhat illiterate and misspelled his name often. And he misspelled his own name on this one. And when he does that, it is more valuable. Isn't that weird? That's weird. Ford's, when his actual name is Forbes. That sold for $45. So yeah. Take out bag and bubble wrap. Laser discs are easy if you've got the mailer. You can make one. If you take a big box and just do a strip of cardboard and just basically fold it over. But basically do this, Tommy. Get a bigger box, a Laserdisc size box on this one. Put bubble wrap, Laserdisc, close, seal. Done. You don't need the mailers. It's just, mailers are good for presentation. That's it. They do all look happy in that picture. Not even 10 yet. Still got 21 out there. Well, thank you all for joining in tonight. And believe it or not, be back again tomorrow. Do it all over again. I don't have to like cut off the little UPS logo part on this if I'm sending it USPS, right? Never used these before. I can't imagine that the post office cares. All right, I'm going to cancel this order. All right. I think that's probably... No, we'll do one more. One more. Last one. Somebody bought 2 of these Min Oil Barclay lead figurines from me. I've had these many times. They sell really well. One sold for $40.45 and the other sold for $26.95. They're 2 little soldiers. Humstone found the remnants of a blimp from that same series that if it was in better condition would have been crazy money. I bought this lot off of Mr. Buys a Lot before he went YouTube. He used to sell on Backers Ephemera group, and I know you guys know that group on Facebook, or a lot of people do anyways. I don't like that. And I've long since made my money back. It's all profit now. I made my money back on that lot in the first week. Yeah, that was back in the day when they let kids just play with lead. All right. That, folks, is that. Yeah, but it'll be nice tomorrow. Awesome. Well, thank you everyone very much for watching and joining in tonight. Hopefully we see you all again in the morning, bright and early. I can pretty much assure you a pretty low effort thumbnail for this one. I'm going to try to get that done before I go to bed. Good night.